Okay, I'm calling the meeting to order at 6:40.
Very good, thank you. So if we can do roll call, I'll start with the Office of Human Rights and then Sue, Cheryl, Taylor, and Kathy, you can introduce yourselves, and Pasco Regional Advocate, Office of Human Rights. Jen?
Jen Anglin, Office of Human Rights, Local Advocate.
Ivana?
Ivana Onajafe, Human Rights Advocate, Office of Human Rights.
Very good. Sue?
Sue Hainish, Chair of the LHRC.
Cheryl?
Cheryl Wacker, member, LHRC.
Thank you. Taylor?
Taylor Reeves, member, LHRC.
Thank you. And Kathy?
Hi, I'm Kathy Somber. I'm a member of the LHRC.
Very good, thank you all. So you have the agenda that I'm sharing with you right now. We have one change. Individual number 6 will not be presenting, and I believe that we only have 2 individuals for NVMHI. Is that correct, Jen?
Yes, that's correct.
I wonder if so I'm thinking that we'll still need that same amount of time block for that, and this person is being removed from the agenda. So everyone can see those changes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Very good. So we just need a motion to approve the agenda in a second, and then I'll roll call you to say whether you agree or not. So if I can have a motion?
I motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you, Taylor. Can I have a second?
Cheryl, second.
Thank you. And I'm going to roll call Sue. You just say yes or no, Sue.
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Thank you. Kathy.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you all. I'm going to figure out how to share the minutes from the last meeting. It's on it. There we go. I do see the minutes from the 5/26 meeting.
Yes.
Very good. Any changes, corrections, additions, things I've spelled wrong, which would not be the first time?
I like your highlights.
I don't delete anything anymore. I leave it as is, Jen. All right, very good. If there's no changes or corrections, can I have a motion to approve the minutes? Same thing, I'll need a second, and we'll do the roll call for the vote. Can I have a motion?
I move to, okay,
Yep.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Cheryl. You make a motion?
I make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
Thank you. Second?
I second.
Thank you, Kathy. And Sue?
Yes.
Thank you. Cheryl?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna stop. Let's see if I can do this. All right, go back to this agenda. Very good. So public comment. Is there anyone present who wishes to make any public comment? I don't know if the individuals who were present earlier wish to do that. They did not identify themselves, so they knocked themselves out of the meeting, and that's fine. People can be present during this portion of the meeting. This is all open. So any member of the public is always welcome to attend this part. We do like to know who's here so we can record it in our minutes. Anyone wishing to make public comment? Very good. Any chair announcements? It's on the agenda.
Not that I know of.
Very good. Advocate report. So Ivana, I want to give you a moment just to say who and what you are. I'll give a little bit of an introduction because you're brand new to me, Ivana. But you guys all know that Jen has been splitting her time since she took the job between as NVMHI, Northern Virginia Mental Health Institute, being a facility advocate and being a community advocate. And with the separation of our facility team and our community teams, that came about that Jen could be full-time community, and a part-time person was hired to be the part-time facility advocate, and that's Ivana. Ivana, I feel like I might be saying your name wrong. You can correct me.
Ivana.
Ivana, thank
Yes,
you. Thank
no
you.
problem.
So welcome, and I'll let you tell a little bit about yourself, whatever you would like. It's being recorded, so don't tell us your passwords.
Okay, no problem. I'm Ivana Onajafe. I just recently started as the new human rights advocate at NVMHI. My background has been in case management, and I've worked with the mental health population as well. I've worked with the court systems, social workers, and my work was mainly in DC. So coming to VA, I have to learn a lot of different new rights for VA. So definitely good. So far, it's been great. Jen is very good. She's a great trainer, and I'm so happy to learn so much from her and to do well in NVMHI.
I think just saying the acronym is the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
You can get that to roll off your tongue. You're doing okay.
No.
We've been saying it for years. We've had a little bit of practice.
Yeah, it's a little tongue twister. NVMHI. I'm gonna get it.
Well, welcome. Happy to have you. So just as a little bit of further elaboration for this committee. So, and for you, Ivana, so you know that most regions have about 3 to 4 LHRCs, and this region has 3. And the one of those 3 is this one. And this traditionally had been, the technical support had been the facility advocate, which was Jen. And though you will be taking on that part-time role, we will continue to operate and provide technical support to this LHRC. And you will come in when NVMHI has business to conduct before this LHRC, and that's when you'll be present. You and Jen will continue to communicate, and this will make sense to you down the road when you have agenda items. You'll
Yes.
communicate them to her, and we'll get them on the agenda. Because the purpose of this committee and the reason this committee meets on a monthly basis is to be available to the time-sensitive business that the NVMHI conducts. So that's why this committee meets so often, and this is an excellent committee, as you'll learn. Very, very wonderful group of skilled and dedicated professionals, and involved family and the like. So it's a very, very good committee. So welcome.
Great. I'm excited. Thank you.
Yep. So thank you, everyone. Let's see. So other than that, I don't have any advocate report. Did you have anything, Jen?
No, that was really the only thing, is to introduce Ivana.
Very good. So Juanita, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Juanita. So I am going to give you, Juanita, I'm going to tell the committee a little bit about you.
Okay.
And hopefully the committee members have their rating sheets so that they can fill this out and email this back to me. So Juanita is
Yes.
a longtime LHRC member. She has been a member of the Prince William County LHRC for the last 6 years, right?
Right.
And has done a wonderful job, and a very involved participant and member of the committee. And we are very sorry, speaking as the technical support person for Prince William County, very sad to see her leave that committee. But Juanita and I had a conversation about continuing her work with the LHRCs, and the opportunity to be a member of this committee became available. And so Juanita is interviewing to be a member of this committee. So Juanita, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Juanita James, and I used you be on
Whatever you want to tell us, Juanita.
so I've been on the meeting with y'all, and y'all have been very nice and kind.
Well, thank you, Juanita.
Welcome.
And you work during the day, so this is a good time for you. Where do you work? Do you mind sharing that?
Oh, I work for with Kerry Court. Yeah. But Carrie, of course, she's about to leave, but now there's other people taking over.
Oh, with VOA, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So if you guys, the LHRC committee, want to ask any questions of her so you can fill out this rating sheet, remember when you fill it out, you have to be able to answer a number 1 or a 5 through this. And again, Juanita has been a successful member of the Prince William County LHRC for the last 6 years, so you can utilize that information. Juanita, we do provide, usually we have you sit next to someone, right? And we give some help during the meetings, and you always have great feedback and input. So I'll say that. And you've been involved in a couple of hearings, right? At least one that I remember, probably 2, and have been a very useful and wonderful participant in the hearing process. So just a little FYI. So Sue, if you want to start, if you have any questions for Juanita that will help you fill out your rating sheet, I'll let you start.
Juanita, what do you do at your job?
I go there Monday through Fridays to volunteer to help out other people and do that just to help around there. And sometimes they go to donation place and fold clothes or sort the food out, like the cabbage and stuff, things like that.
Oh, okay. Good.
Hey, Juanita, what do you, if you had to tell one of your friends what the LHRC does, the group that you've been belonging to, how would you describe it? What do they do?
They help you, say if I had a problem with the other people, they've been helping me with that. And also, they've been very sweet and kind.
So you've had instances where you've had situations personally where you feel your rights have been violated and you've been able to speak up and say that and report those things. Do you think that you're able to help others do that as well?
Yes.
Very good, good. Cheryl, do you have any questions for Juanita? Did we lose Cheryl?
I was having trouble unmuting. No, I was going to ask Juanita what she likes most about being part of the LHRC. It sounds like she does a really nice job with it, but what do you like most about being part of the LHRC?
Oh, being around people, listening to them, help, and just being there to help out. Oh.
Very good.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl. Taylor, do you have any questions for Juanita?
Cheryl actually took my question. No, I don't think I have any
Very good.
questions.
Kathy, do you have any questions for Juanita?
Sorry, I had the same problem of unmuting. No, I don't. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. So Juanita, you're able to attend the meetings on Wednesday evenings. That's not a problem for you time-wise, right?
No.
Right. And you don't have email, so we don't email you the information on what's being discussed at the meetings, but we do share it on the screen and you do listen and provide input.
Yes.
So when we talk about confidentiality, do you know what that means?
Yeah, it means that y'all talk that privately.
Right, and means that you don't share what you hear at the meeting about other people with your friends or roommates, right?
Right.
Okay, good. And you like coming to this and you think it's an important thing for you to participate in?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Very good. Any other information you would like the LHRC to know about you?
Like what?
Whatever you want to say. If you said everything, then I'm good.
Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
You know what? I do have a question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Have you had direct contact then with getting services from one of the CSBs or?
So can I answer that for you?
Yes, please.
I think I know the question. So there have been times when Juanita has been a member of the Prince William County that a behavior plan is being reviewed that is related to someone that Juanita lives with or gets services with. And Juanita has recused herself, and in the virtual meeting, she pops out, right? And in the physical meeting, she would leave the meeting when in closed session and then come back. So there have been times that she has recused herself because of some level of conflict and confidentiality conflict. I think that's what you're asking, Kathy?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
Oh.
and Juanita has always done a great job with that. No, never been a problem, right? To leave a meeting if you know they're talking about someone you know, and she's
Right.
never had a problem with that and handles it very gracefully.
Yes. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you. So I will let you know, Juanita, that the LHRC is going to fill out these evaluation forms. It's on the screen, and they're going to make recommendations that they'll share with Jen and with me about whether they'd like to put your application forward to the State Human Rights Committee. So if they agree with that, then I will draft a letter that says that this LHRC supports your application, and that will go before the State Human Rights Committee on August 19th. So right after August 19th, I will be able to let you know if you will be able to join this committee or not, and we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you.
So very good. If no further questions, Juanita, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and you are free to go. Thank you for joining us, and I'm hopeful that we'll get to continue to work together, because certainly it has been a pleasure working with you at the Prince William County LHRC.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Juanita. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks.
All right. I'm going to kick you off, Juanita, unless you know how to do it.
Oh, no. Okay. But I'll call.
All right. Thanks, Juanita.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to kick you off now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I kicked her off. All right, very good. So I think that there's another individual. We can talk about her if you want to fill out your sheets while I try to figure out who this next individual is, but I do know that we have Clementine Research coming in to talk, and I'll pull up some of those forms.
Dr. Anand is the person in the waiting room.
Oh, the CKJ?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I don't need to pull that person in. Thank you. Do you all have any, again, we're still being recorded, so if there's things that you want to discuss personally about the applicant, we can wait and discuss that in closed session. But if you want to give some overall recommendations, because that will be public knowledge whether you recommend her or not, we can certainly discuss it now or wait for closed session. Is there anything that anyone wants to add?
Did you want this filled out online?
Whatever works for you. I sent you both. I sent you the Word copy, and I sent you a PDF fillable, which was not created by me, so I cannot take credit for that. Sally at the Prince William County LHRC, she created the fillable form. So truthfully, whatever works for you, if you want to print it and hand check it off and take a picture and send it to me, if you want to fill it out on your computer and email it to me, it's really whatever works for you all.
Okay, I had one question about that too.
Sure.
Like, nowhere that I could see had her name.
It doesn't have it on the application?
Oh, okay, I didn't open that part to.
So let me find the form.
Is it okay to be sending her real name?
Yes, so Juanita James is her real name. So you can write her name at the top of the application sheet.
Right,
So,
I had it pulled up and then I was like, well, I don't know whether we're supposed to do that or not.
yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I don't think they can respond to you in the waiting room, Jen.
I know, I already talked to him on the phone.
Oh, okay. You said, is this Dr. Anand? That's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah, and he had no way to respond, so he called me.
Okay. And then obviously the name of your LHRC is NVH LHRC.
So there's no conflict of interest if I used to serve her in Fairfax.
No, because you'll be working side by side with her. That's, thanks for asking that.
Mhm.
So no different than a coworker coming in and working.
Okay,
So
just making sure.
yeah, no, I appreciate that. And again, for us, the only conflict of interest is when we have reviewed plans of people that she know, and she really has been always exceedingly gracious and leaves the room without any problem and comes back in. And she's been a really nice voice during hearings that we've had. She has spoken up, or provided information. So we've had a very positive experience with Juanita. We do provide assistance to her so that she's able to participate in the best way that she can. That's our job. So that work has worked out with no problem.
So she was attending before it was virtual. She was actually going to meetings and then not just in the virtual format. So once we go back to real in-person, she'll be able to attend?
Yep, her provider has been very good about ensuring her participation. There were a couple of times that they didn't connect with us and she didn't attend, but as soon as we address it. So now whenever we send the agenda, we send it directly to the contacts that we have at VOA, and they get it to her, and they've been very good with the virtual meetings, and then towards, before that all shut down with the in-person meetings. So she's been very good about that. The provider has been, and they take a rough estimate as to when the meeting ends, and then they will come and pick her up. So they've been willing to make those adjustments to allow her to participate. Certainly if it came to their inability to drive home, I mean, we're in our state cars, that's something that I can work out with my office to be able to drive her back home if need be, but that has never been a problem. Good questions. Anything else?
Not from me.
Do you all feel comfortable making a determination now, or do you need further time to talk about either recommending, if you wish to recommend her to become a member of this committee? I just need a motion, second, and a vote. So if you feel comfortable with that, we can go ahead and have that discussion, or do we want to put it off till after closed session? That's totally up to you guys.
I could make a determination.
Okay, do you want to make a motion then?
Do I make a motion to accept her as an applicant, or?
If to put her application forward to the State Human Rights Committee.
Okay, I make a motion to put her application forward.
Very good. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. And I'm going to take a roll call vote. So Sue, you say yes, correct?
Mhm.
Cheryl?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
And Kathy?
Yes.
Very good.
I have a question. So we still send you the form though?
Yeah, because what happens is that I have to submit these forms by the people who interview her, and then I will draft a letter on the behalf of this particular LHRC indicating that you all recommend this application for her to become a member. Then the State Human Rights Committee makes that approval. So I do still need these. So and you can't check, you have to write numbers. They get real picky about that.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, so whatever form, function works for you to get that to me, I'll take whatever way you can get it to me.
And I just wanted to add a little bit of a training note for Ivana. Only the committee members do voting. The LHRC advocates are here to provide technical assistance, just in case you're wondering why you're not answering or getting asked questions.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, thank you. I'm gonna stop sharing, give you guys a chance to do that. I'm gonna pull up the agenda again, and I'm not entirely sure why our research people are not here. So I'm gonna mute myself and see if I can. I muted myself while I was talking. See if I can mute myself and search their emails, see if they responded. So feel free to look at this and finish filling out your applications, and I'll be right back.
Should have provided some Jeopardy music, guys.
I realized you couldn't hear me laughing. I like that joke.
Thank you.
I laughed as well.
All right. You can use your little thumbs up on the reaction screen if you'd like. Now that we're being recorded, we've become a very quiet LHRC committee. And if we don't get a hold of our research people, we could go ahead and switch up and put Dr. Anand on next.
And one more question. So on this form that you can fill in, which I did, then I get to the bottom and it has signature of interviewer. So we do have to download it and read.
I think
No.
if it's in PDF, there's a way for you to add your signature. Or you can type your name and indicate that it was done electronically.
It won't let you do anything in that square. There's no.
Oh, my apologies. Like I said, I did not do the form. Somebody
No
graciously.
problem. I'll just download it and print it and send it to you. There's no problem.
Okay, thanks. I'm not sure. I don't, I never gather phone numbers. Everything is done by email, so.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I feel like I'm sharing something and I don't want to be. You cannot minimize Zoom when I'm recording the meeting. Oh, well, there you go. Who knew? Yeah, maybe, all right, yay. This is going to frustrate me. All right, so why don't we go ahead and do that since our individuals are not coming forward. And so going back to the agenda, go back to share. So the research was a no-show, so we'll have to put them off. And we can go into closed session. So I will share the closed session. Cheryl, I'll have you read it. I'll get a second and then a vote that we are agreement to go in closed session. Once that has happened, then I will pause recording. So let me pull that up.
I'll read it.
Do you have it? You got it? I can post it.
I have it.
Oh, all right, very good. When you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Whereas the Northern Virginia Hospital's Local Human Rights Committee desires to discuss in closed session client-related matters, and whereas pursuant in VA Code 2.1-344A, paragraph 15, for the protection of the privacy of individuals and their records and personal matters not related to business, public business, and such discussions may occur in closed session. Now therefore be it resolved that the Northern Virginia Hospital's Local Human Rights Committee does hereby authorize discussions of the aforestated matters in closed session.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
I second.
I
this
second.
Thank you both. Sue, are you in agreement?
Yes,
Cheryl?
A.
Yes. Cheryl?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Very good. We are now in closed session. I will pause the recording. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. You can read it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Whereas the Northern Virginia Hospitals Local Human Rights Committee has this day adjourned into closed session in accordance with a formal vote of the committee and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act. And whereas the Freedom of Information Act requires certification of such closed session was conducted in conformity with the law. Now therefore be it resolved that the Northern Virginia Hospitals Local Human Rights Committee does hereby certify that to the best of their knowledge, only matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements and only such matters for the protection of the privacy of the individuals and their records in personal matters not related to public business were heard, discussed, or considered.
Thank you. So when I call on you, I just need you to say so certified. Sue?
So certified.
Cheryl?
So certified.
Taylor?
So certified.
Kathy?
So certified.
Very good. So we're back in open session, and so we're going to make a recommendation for, or a motion to approve the recommendations of the committee for the work that they did in closed session. So I'm going to quickly review that information. Individual number 1 will return on December 8th. Individual number 2 will return on December 8th, 2021 for both of those. Individual number 5, as number 3 and 4 were not viewed at this meeting. Individual number 5 will go back to the Prince William County LHRC and attend the August 4th meeting. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, those individuals will return on January 26th. So can I have a motion for that and a second, and then a roll call?
I motion to approve that.
Very good. Can I have a second?
Second.
second.
All right, Cheryl? Sorry, I'm out of order. Sue? Do you agree?
So certified.
Cheryl?
Oh,
You can-
yes.
Agree, right, thank you.
Oh,
Taylor?
agree.
Yes.
Very good. And Kathy?
Yes, I agree.
Very good. No other business having been conducted, then the chair can call the meeting adjourned. Our next meeting is July 28th, and as we discussed, we will review those plans from Youth for Tomorrow and try to go through them in pretty rapid succession so that we will not be individualizing them, more looking at the overall process and providing authorization for each one of those. Any questions on the next meeting?
No, I just think that's so awesome. We have a program like that.
I
Very
agree. That's phenomenal.
So again, the chair, if you wish to close the meeting, and we just need the chair to close it. I don't need seconds or anything because the business that was on the agenda has been conducted and the chair just verifies that and closes the meeting.
Okay. The meeting is adjourned at 8:40.
8:40? Your clock is fast, but I'll take it.
Well, I could say 8. No,
I'm sticking with it.
8:38.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. I'm going to stop the recording.